Hi there. I thought we'd continue with our catalogue review. We've done 1956 to 60, so here's the 1961 catalogue. The Britannia on the south bank of the Thames, coming out of Waterloo, presumably on an express down to Southampton or Portsmouth or somewhere. And there's the inside cover there, introduction. Got the Lord of the Isles, a new loco this year. You've got the Winston Churchill, got Nellie. In the next catalogue, Nellie mysteriously becomes Connie, still in the blue. Then you've got the Britannia with some Pullmans at the top there, some nice train sets. You've got the Maroon Princess, the Black Princess, the Lord of the Isles with its clerestory carriages, and the DMU at the bottom there. And you've got the Ginty train set, the Diesel Shunter train set, the Dealey, sorry, that's the Ginty, did I say Dealey? Here's the Dealey tender loco with its train. Then we've got some more locos on this page. We've got the strange one, the British Railways Class 3 tank engine, or Type 3. What did they call it? Type 3, Class 3. And we've got these are the sort of mainline coaches, they called them. They're a bit like the British Railways Mark 1s. Then we've got some Pullmans there and Suburbans. These ones are new, the clerestories, the centre car for the DMU, and a sleeping car. Seat units, it mentions here that you can fit to previous models. And nice page of all the goods wagons. That's a fairly newish one, and the horse box this year. Some nice different types of wagons here. The Mark III couplings. I mean, they came in a few years ago, I think, didn't they? Didn't they come in 56, and this is now 62, and they're still mentioning it. So there's some Series 3 track. There's the catenary system. Yeah, the catenary wires and sort of mast links and all the bits you need to cover your different track configurations. The transcontinental page here, that's quite a rare loco these days, and that one actually, try buying those. Here's all the continental sets that they did. These are all great. These are fairly common. You can buy these fairly easily, all these models. And there's the this is the Series 1 continental coaches with the nice baggage car with the opening doors, and the rearmost coach has got this sort of glass roof, which is very similar to the one the Milwaukee Railroad in America had. And the green ones at the top of the page here, the two-tone green, which it says are sleek passenger cars. These are slightly taller and different configurations. So you've got the roof Vista Dome or something you call that, don't you? And then the end bit here on the same coach, whereas the older ones, that was the end one, and then the Vista Dome was on top of a separate coach. Continental freight cars, and the usual accessory pages here with bridges and Royal Mail sets and the station buildings. We've got two engine sheds together there, and they demonstrate all the buildings on the station here. And there's a nice little crossing keeper's hut, which I've got one here, just to show you it is, it's just basic, very basic, and but it does add, to things. That there probably would have been a paper sign on that signboard saying "Beware of the trains" or similar wording. But yeah, it's the sort of thing you could buy with your pocket money, I expect. I don't know if it's got prices here. No, it doesn't. But it wouldn't have been much money. So that's the sort of thing they did. They produced items that you could buy quite easily with your pocket money. And there's the new engine shed that's coming out, and the new signal box. You've got all the fencing, the figures, the signals, the rubbery buildings, and the rubbery scenic accessories, and explanation of the smoke units made by Sooth at this point. And on the back page, what they call the primary series of basic rolling stock. The shunter and the other one here are clockwork, and these are the original coaches they had when it first arrived on the scene as Rovex. To the 1962 catalogue now, costing 9p. So in new money, that's about 4.5p. So there we have the Triang Railways, the first 10 years book, which they released, 1962. That's a really good book, well worth getting. Don't pay more than a tenner for it though. There we are. We've got a nice view of, well, it should be Nelly, but for some reason it says Connie. And Connie's usually the yellow one, isn't it? So they may have just put a different name on it. There's a nice model in the background. I'm not sure that's that might have been a company that Triang owned. Model boat company. There's the usual Ginty and Dealey 060 train sets, and this one comes out of the page at you, doesn't it? Look at that. So these are all the train sets you can get, and the box here, illustration showing you the Lord of the Isles set. Well, this is quite a good set, isn't it? This one, you've got 2 points, you've got 2 junction signals, a signal box, 3 carriages, level crossings. So there's plenty there to keep you going, isn't there? Yeah, excellent stuff. So we've got 2 new locos this year. We've got the B12, which is probably still with us. The new one anyway. Well, that stayed in the range until the 2000s, didn't it? And here we have the Brush Type 2 in the experimental blue livery. If it existed on this loco, I'm not sure it did, but you've got this sort of Electra blue, they called it, or something, and these off-white window surrounds. There you've got Connie or Nellie and Winston Churchill, and they're just saying that they've got spoked wheels now, which is good, and all these engines here have smoke. And magnesium as well, essential for getting up the hills. And that's the basic model of a Princess there with no valve gear. The Southern Electric unit, one of my favourites. The EM2, still haven't got one of those. The Class 3 tank engine, Ginty, the dock tank, diesel shunter. Nice illustration of the EM2 coming round the bend. Coaches with coach seats to go with them, and new this year the scale length coaches came in. So solid axle boxes, and which is a shame. The parcels coach was actually over long, really. Too long for scale lengths. All the others are okay. It says close fitted windows, but they were no closer than the windows in the other models. There's a nice panorama there, an illustration of how to fit seats in older carriages. A new crane for this year. Nice selection of goods wagons, and of course you've got to have a rocket launcher, haven't you, really? And there's the Series 3 track, and new this year the Super 4 track, which I think is probably the best track they ever produced. It looks scale and, you know, not easily breakable. There we are, and we've got the catenary now in sets, and the Wild West locomotive there. Looks like the one out of Toy Story, doesn't it, a little bit? And the carriage to go with it. And here's the transcontinental train sets. Do like the transcontinental ones, very colourful, and got a nice green one to go with the green carriages over here, the two-tone green. So the Series 1 carriages have disappeared, and they're all the Series 2 now, with the combined end coach with the Vista Dome on the top. Got the helicopter car, which is good fun, and the searchlight. All this, of course, went into the battle space range later on. Curved platforms, so you can extend the length of your train while still on a comparatively small baseboard. There you go, all the buildings there. These are the new station buildings. Pretty nice, I like that style. And here we have some more accessories. The coal operating hopper car, and the coal comes out of it and goes down there as you pass by an operating lever. And bridges, the mail coaches, your track cleaning car, the strange rubber buildings still with us in 1962. The older style station buildings, and signals, some more accessories, a nice toolkit there for doing your maintenance, and the primary series for the young enthusiast. that's your 1962 catalogue, and on the back we've just got some explanation of the Super 4 track geometry, so you can have like parallel tracks all nice and neatly there, room for your platform if you use this these configurations, so it gives you the reference number of each piece of track. So it was a better system, obviously, and yeah, I think they should have kept it longer. I think they should reintroduce it, don't you? Anyway, we'll just leave it at those two for now, and I'll do a couple more at a later date. Okay, thanks for watching, and there you go. See you all later. Bye now.